The atom and the universe. Experiments that looked inside an atom using particle probes indicated that it had structure and was not just squishy balls. These experiments helped scientists determine that atoms have a tiny but dense positive nucleus and a cloud of negative electrons. Initially, scientists thought the nucleus was fundamental because it appeared small, solid, and dense. Later, they discovered that it consisted of positively charged protons and no-charge neutrons. Physicists have discovered that protons and neutrons are composed of even smaller particles called quarks. Quarks are like points in geometry. They're not made up of anything else. After extensive tests, scientists now suspect that quarks, the electron and a few other particles are fundamental. Electrons are in constant motion around the nucleus. Protons and neutrons jiggle within the nucleus. Quarks jiggle within the protons and neutrons. If the protons and neutrons in the diagram were 10 centimeters across, then the quarks and electrons would be less than 0.1 millimeters in size and the entire atom would be about 10 kilometers across. 99.99999999999% of an atom's volume is just empty space. An atom is tiny but the nucleus is 10,000 times smaller. The quarks and electrons are at least 10,000 times smaller than the nucleus. We don't know exactly how small quarks and electrons are, they are definitely smaller than 10 to the power minus 18 meters, and they might literally be points, but we do not know. It is also possible that quarks, electrons, and other currently known subatomic particles are not fundamental after all. Will it turn out to be made up of other, more fundamental particles? Only time will tell. Planet Earth. Equatorial diameter, 12,756 kilometers. Equatorial circumference, 40,030 kilometers. If you could drive non-stop around Earth's equator at 100 kilometers per hour, 62 miles per hour, it would take you about 16.7 days to complete the journey. Light can travel around the Earth's equator approximately 7.5 times in just 1 second. The Sun. Equatorial diameter, 1.39 times 10 to the power 6 kilometers. Distance, Sun-Earth 149,598,023 kilometers, semi-major axis of Earth. Sun's diameter is about 109 times larger than Earth's diameter. The volume of the Sun could fit around 1.3 million Earths inside if you could somehow manage to pack them in without any gaps. The Sun's mass is approximately 333,000 times the mass of Earth. The Sun contains about 99.86% of all the mass in the entire solar system. Light travels from the Sun to Earth in about 8 minutes and 20 seconds. When you see sunlight, it left the Sun over 8 minutes ago. The Solar System. Neptune is located approximately 4.5 billion kilometers from the Sun. Traveling at the speed of light, it would take about 4.03 hours to get to Neptune from Earth. If we could fly in a Boeing 747, about 900 kilometers per hour, all the way to Neptune without stopping, it would take over 5,000 years to cover the same distance. The Milky Way Galaxy is a barred spiral galaxy with a diameter of about 100,000 light-years. To give you a sense of scale, if you could travel at the speed of light, it would take you 100,000 years to cross from one end of the Milky Way to the other. A light-year is a unit of astronomical distance equivalent to the distance that light travels in 1 year. 1 light-year equals 9.4607 times 10 to the power 12 kilometers. The Sun is about 26,000 light-years from the galactic center of the Milky Way Galaxy in the Orion Arm. The local group spans approximately 10 million light-years in diameter. It contains over 54 galaxies, with the Milky Way and the Andromeda Galaxy being the two largest members. The Andromeda Galaxy, our nearest galactic neighbor, is approximately 2.537 million light-years away from the Milky Way. This means that the light we currently see from Andromeda began its journey towards us over 2.5 million years ago. The Laniakea Supercluster is an immense structure that represents one of the largest known formations in the universe. It spans roughly 520 million light-years. It contains around 100,000 galaxies, including our own Milky Way, which is part of the Virgo supercluster within Laniakea. The Pisces Cetus supercluster complex is the very long chain of galaxies from the Pisces Cetus superclusters, Sculptor superclusters, the Perseus Pisces supercluster and the Laniakea supercluster, the small cylinder. The observable universe is a region of the universe comprising all matter that can be observed from Earth or its space-based telescopes and exploratory probes at the present time. A simulated view of the entire observable universe, approximately 93 billion light-years in diameter. The scale is such that the fine grains represent collections of large numbers of superclusters. The Virgo supercluster, home of Milky Way, is marked at the center, but is too small to be seen in the image. The universe's size is unknown, and it may be infinite in extent. Some parts of the universe are too far away for the light emitted since the Big Bang to have had enough time to reach Earth or space-based instruments, and therefore lie outside the observable universe.